Big Grumpy here. I'm sitting here thinking about what I was doing last year at this time, and I was up in Michigan, and I was out with my sister looking at lighthouses, checking out lighthouses and that kind of thing. And then I think in the evening, I went to a burger place called Mikey's and picked up some burgers, and then spent the evening watching the sunset on the beach in Muskegon. It was a really good time. Let me give you a quick eye update. The eye's healing. The retina, which is in the back of the eye, is healing well. But I do have an abrasion or something on the front of the cornea, so my vision is not exactly perfect. So we're still working on that. So I'm still doing eye drops and that kind of stuff to get that to come around. But the main reason why I'm here is to do a quick fifth quarter roar. I know I'm bouncing around. I'm in a pretty good mood. Do a quick fifth quarter roar for the preseason game that's tonight. I'm going to put this up on the blog. fifthquarterroar.blogspot.com is the vlog. I'll put this video up on there. Just created that a couple weeks ago, a month ago or so. So let me put these on so I can read my notes here. I did rewatch the Chargers game, and that's where I came up with some of the stuff from. Some of the stuff is from that game that I saw when I rewatched it. Now, like I said, these games really don't mean nothing, but you can kind of evaluate gameplay and that kind of stuff when you're watching these things. So tonight, Hendon Hooker's going to start first, and then Kyle Allen is going to play the second half. So last week it was Kyle Allen started, and then Hendon Hooker came in, and it was kind of hard for Hendon Hooker to kind of catch up because we were already in a hole before Hendon Hooker came in. So we're still evaluating who's going to be our number one, number two quarterback. I said that our number two quarterback would be the guy that played for the Chargers. I've seen our number two quarterback. He looked pretty sharp, but he's playing for the Chargers. So Tyleik Williams and Tate Ratledge didn't play last week, and they were on the defensive line. So I'm hoping that Dan Campbell and Kevin Shepard play them guys tonight, because I want to see how those guys look. Let's see. Our pass rush looked pretty good. We had one sack and one hit against the Chargers, and there were some nice pass rushes that did generate some pressure, but we need a little more of that. So maybe the two rookies coming in. Let's see. I don't know. I didn't hear whether they were going to play, whether Atlanta was going to play any of their starters or not. So we'll see. I know I've seen some stuff about other teams going to play their starters, but Dan Campbell doesn't do that. He plays the number two guys and number three guys, and lets the starters sit. Special teams, man almighty, against the Chargers. We had a fumble on the kickoff. We had one muff punt, if you pardon the expression. We had an illegal kickoff penalty, which, if I remember right from watching the game, it didn't land into the zone on the kickoff. And then we had an illegal touching penalty, if you pardon the expression, on that one too. So we need some much more cleaner play on special teams, and we did have a fumble on the kickoff to start the game last week too, when they played against the Chargers. That leads me to the takeaways and the turnovers. So we have 5 doggone turnovers. So we have 3 interceptions. against us last week. So a total we 5 turnovers. And the defense and special teams generated none. So we had no takeaways. So we need to work on that tonight. So I want to see these guys get after the ball. That's pretty much all I have from watching that game and the fifth quarter roar. Fifth quarter roar may look a little different this year because Josh is moving over to the other side of the state. So he may not be, or we may not be doing I may be doing after the game show, but he won't be there with me because he's moving on to bigger and better things. So it may just be my crazy, ugly mug y'all are looking at after the game. And I know he was kind of fun when we were doing that. So let me close this out. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.